I just noticed I got all these restrictions and all this shit on uh, on YouTube now. I guess when you tell the truth, you get screwed up a little bit. But anyway, you see, something gotta save it a little bit. Uh, anyway, shit. Sorry about that, guys. They wouldn't let the chat on or anything like that. All this YouTube, I guess, censorship and all that. Disabled censorship. You know, the truth doesn't mind being questioned, but lies do. So, well, sorry about that again. It's all these new rules I got since I've been doing shows and stuff like that. So they wouldn't put on the chat. So we got extorted to comply to do it. That's what it is. Just like the title is, organized crime and government. Starts in there with city hall in your city or town. Think about it. You know, if you don't pay this or pay that, you get extorted. If you don't pay this ticket, we're gonna take your car away. Or if you don't pay that ticket, you're gonna lose your license. You know, it's insane. Exactly what it is. Believe me, I know all about organized crime. It's like pretty well like the mob when they go, go and ask the guy in the mom and pop store or whatever they do, and say you need protection, and the guy in the store says no, I don't. And then at nighttime, a rock goes through his window. Then they come in the next day. I think you need protection. Same kind of a scenario with the government. If you don't comply or you don't like what they say or anything, you get shut down. And it always helps when you have the media in your corner because the media is part of the organized crime. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know about anybody else, but when you listen to the media, you know, it's just nonsense. Like, for instance, this tariff stuff, they're all blaming on America and Trump and everything. Carney dumped those tariffs a long time ago. He just used that as a propaganda machine to get votes. And the dumb liberals went and voted for this guy. I don't understand that. You know, like they try to kill us. Hello, like don't you remember you were forced to take a vaccine, and if you didn't, you lost your job, lost your career, couldn't run your business. You didn't comply to these mandates, and there was no science behind it whatsoever. You know, and I couldn't believe they got away with that. No accountability. Over 2 billion people dead now. You know, not including the injured. And as we were told, like Dr. Tenpenny and Dr. McCullough, Dr. Artis, saying that in 3 to 5 years we'll start seeing people with heart conditions. We'll start seeing people with cancers, and all the other people with the palsy, and you name it. Like, I mean, this is a depopulation agenda. Like, what else could it be? And what do they say? Oh, we're sorry. But look at all the news media. What they told you: you're gonna kill your kids if you don't get vaccinated. You're gonna kill kill your mother. You're going to kill your grandma. Like, come on. That is just pure evil, pure criminal, too. Because they all knew it. None of them took that vaccine. Um, I was showing videos when you zoom up, they were using movie prop needles. You know what I mean? Right? And then when Trudeau got it, that they closed, they put the little blind there so nobody can see, you know. And then he comes out scratching his arm like he got, you know, like, you know. And then all the other cupboards where they thought the cameras were shut down, they're all wearing their face diapers, and all of a sudden, as soon as when it was over, they take them off. Like, you know, it's all been a lie. Just like the carbon hoax too. That's been debunked. Like Al Gore tried to do that, and the same old way he got debunked then. Show the science. Our world's full of carbon. What do you think that grows our plants and flowers and trees? It's carbon. You know, it's just ridiculous, and the dumb, you know, that believe this garbage. You know, they're like think television's the truth and the light. You know, but anyway, what a world, eh? Anyway, I'll say hello. Hi, Tracy. Hey, DJ, what's up, brother? Oh, oh yeah, I can go get my hat and glasses. Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Hung with pictures of a parent's prime minister. We kings and great. Wait and see what tomorrow brings. There we go. How's that, Trace? Anyways, what are your thoughts on wherever you are in the world? What's your thoughts on this bullshit that's going on? Let me know. Let's see it. Yeah, you know, you know the point is here. We need to get off this system, and there's a way to do it. And obviously, I can't do it on here. I'll be condemned to hell. So anybody who wants to learn, you can PM me. And I'll show you how to get started in getting off and killing your straw man. That's going to be my mission in life. You know, I'm almost there. I just need the liberal attorney general to sign off and recognize him. I'm done. Then I'll go and get my millions that they have in the stock market under my name, under the straw man name. That's why your names are in capital letters. That's why you have to sign everything, a bill. You know, it's all a fraud. It's all against our Charter of Rights and Freedoms. You know, but we'll get into that. Thanks, Trace. Anyway, yeah, so just the other day, I was visiting a friend in the hospital, and he was vaccinated. And he's on respirators. He's on, I don't think he's going to make it. Again, blood clots in the heart, And people, we can't let them get away with this stuff. You got to get involved in politics. Whoever your representative, you got to get numbers. Go in there, email them, because I'll tell you, a lot of those politicians, artisans, whatever you want to call these mofos, they have $1 million insurance. So when they finish out their term, they get that $1 million. Well, fuck that, right? So let's go after them. They don't tell us what they're doing. It's the other way around. We tell them. Okay? That's just the way it is. This dictatorship, and them, this one's bad for democracy. This is bad for democracy. They point the finger at other people. Meanwhile, that's what they do. They blame other people for exactly the same thing they're doing. So the dummies out there, the liberals that voted for these criminals, you know what I mean? So they believe that they're doing the right thing by us. Well, let's see what the right thing is. Now, how many you liberals, if you're watching out there, what have they done for you? You know, remember when they gave out that couple of grand COVID check, whatever? They're paying it back now. You dumb fuckers. You know what I mean? You got to pay that back. You know, they're giving you the scraps off their tables, giving you a couple of grand like they're good, but then you got to give it back and with interest. It's just wow, the criminality of governments today, and people. Well, I'm just going to say the liberals because I don't even know how that happened. I know the corruption that all the votes were getting took away, not even counted, and like that was all over Canada, but not on the news. Like I'm saying, the media is all complicit in all this stuff. Right? There's no way they should have got voted in. And the people that did, like, shame on you. Like I mean, stop thinking about yourself. Think of Canada as a whole. They have destroyed our economy, destroyed this whole country, and made laughing stocks out of us. They made terrorists out of our trucker protesters. It was a peaceful protest. You look anywhere around the world, a protest going on in Europe, in America. They're smashing windows. They're doing all this and that, and wasn't like that here. Their only complaint was the honking, and then they try to dress that up and saying Hong Kong was Heil Hitler. Like, you can't write this shit up. And you stupid asshole liberals out there, you believe that shit. And when we had the hearings on all this stuff, right? Trudeau, he illegally made the Emergency Act. Okay, there was no trouble at the borders at Windsor. There wasn't no blockade or nothing. He just used that. You know what I mean? So that was a lie. That came out in the Emergency Act here. And plus that Nazi waving guy, that came out too. That was one of Trudeau's guys, one of his colleagues that got dressed up, because I was there that day in Ottawa, and we told the cops that was there that guy ain't with us. I don't know where he come from, and he was all covered up and everything, and the cops got rid of him, right? So now you got the police chief of Ottawa. The reason why he resigned, because he wouldn't go on CBC camera and lied to the public on what's going on down there. We had parks for kids, people were feeding us, people were bringing in food, we were feeding people. You know what I mean? Nothing got broken or smashed. It was one of the peaceful protests of the world, and how they demonize it, because Trudeau didn't like hearing all the truth and facts of these forced vaccinations and stuff like that. So as it comes to this election, like, I don't know what's wrong with Canadians, like, they try to kill us, they try to break us, like, what didn't you see about that? That really pisses me off, really pisses me off. I can go on and on about this shit now. Yeah. Oh yeah, DJ. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the Bill Gates show. Now, how does this fucker get walking around? Like, how is he still walking around? How is he on TV with the conflict of fucking interest that he's poisoning all the food, and he out and out tells it, and they just let him go and do it? So what does that tell you? And the 173 countries that signed up to have the WHO organization, the WHO organized crime organization that are wanted in Africa for crimes against humanity, for killing 2 million of their children, and they signed on to put them in charge. So, another virus is coming. If it ain't, I'm going to guess they're going to go with a real virus real soon. You know what I mean? And they're all man-made. It's all to fear you into taking the vaccine. Now that it's in the foods and everything else, and people are going to get sick by that, okay? You know what I mean? You're going to get sick and don't know, then the only option when you go to the doctor is a vaccine. And, so all you livers out there, when you want to poke yourself with aluminum, formaldehyde, stuff like that, animal DNA, baby fetal tissue, you want to put that in your body and your kids, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, no wonder they want to kill us all because all the stupid fucking assholes in this country. Simple as that. Anyways, I'm going to read some of the comments here. Yeah, I know that song, Tracy. Stevie Wonder. Yeah. Oh no, I can't help not swearing. DJ from Toronto. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, it's getting really bad out there, DJ. Really bad, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. It's all in the food now. Yeah. He's absolutely right, man. And the thing is, they go on TV and tell everybody this shit. You know. And people say, "Oh, it's Bill Gates. He's a hero. He's a man-made millionaire." You know what? He's a puppet. Okay, let's get that straight right now. Bill Gates is a fucking puppet. Okay, he flunked out of university or college, wherever the fuck he was. He's just a puppet for them, just like all the other stooges. That they parade on TV on us. You know what I mean? It's just, it's disgusting. These people got a personality. It's like fucking peaky now. You know what I mean? Like they're all controlled, just like everything else. And another disgusting thing I want to get into about government is that Israeli government. I seen on the news today that 20 diplomats or something were murdered, by the Muslims or something like that in America. Well, guess what? The other day in Israel, when they're supposed to be giving aid and all that, diplomats were down there to watch it, and they got mowed down. And you know what I mean? They're just there to watch, to see if they're getting the aid that Netanyahu said that he was going to give, which he isn't, and they get killed. So now they're doing false flags all over America, going to the boogeyman narrative. Oh, it's the Muslims now again, Yeah. Well, guess what, man? We don't believe that shit. I know I don't, And Mossad did 9/11 with the traitors in the government, the USA government, and all that, and the media went all along with it, and all the dirty tricks and all the anomalies in 9/11. Now they're doing it again. This is what they do. The creation reaction solution. We want to plant fear in everybody, so you believe the propaganda that's going on TV. They want to start another war. Israel has an agenda. It's called Greater Israel Project, which they want to destroy the 7 countries that already been attacked from the Nile to the Euphrates. It was written in the 70s, in the late 70s, by ex-foreign minister Oded Dion. Okay, you can look that up. It's called It's the Greater Israel Project, or it's referred to the Eon Project, okay, or Ion, wherever you pronounce his fucking last name. It's Zionist, you know. And the genocide that's going on there, and they say, "Oh no, it's not genocide. We're looking for Hamas." Well, send in your SWAT team if he's in a hospital. Like, how does that justify blowing up a whole hospital? Please tell me that shit. The shit we got to swallow, and our government's going along with it. So this is the world we live in, and we got to prepare because we know what's coming. We definitely know what they're going to put another virus on us. They're already doing the measles. I remember getting the measles as a kid. I just had a fever. I just had to drink lots of. All I had to do was take my fever down. That was, rest. Drink lots of fluids. They're making it sound like it's death. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. You know, and just like when they had the measles vaccines in the 80s, that's where they put the HIV in there, put the AIDS in there. That's been proven too. Still, that Dr. Fauci, whatever, still running around doing his shit. You know, all part of the depopulations. You know, but anyway, rant over. Uh, so, anyways, Tracy, is that true in your country that they're arresting people for hurting somebody's feelings on Facebook? And this is supposed to be a democracy, you know. You know, yeah. You guys can look that up. They're arresting people in London, England, for for hurting somebody's feelings on their politics, coming to the door, taking their computer and their phones, taking them down to jail, and charging them with hate crimes or and they're going on about this one's bad for democracy. What the hell is that? You know, free speech is under attack, y'all. Free speech. You know. Yeah. Hey, Sleeping Joe, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. Have you heard that too? They're arresting people for Facebook comments now in England. Wow. Right on, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's just insane what's going on out in the world today. You know, especially here in my city. It's like Montreal. There's a lot of shootings and murders and stuff like that. But the organized crime groups there. You know, it's like it's like the it's like the mafia in the '70s down here. You know, and some people I know, their kids are right in it, right involved in it. You know, and, it's sad that one of them got shot just about a month ago. I mean, just finally caught the guy recently, but that was a friend of mine's kid that got it. You know, so yeah. Anyways, wow, it's just insane. Uh, the organized crime is very different now. They're even younger. You know, they're like in their teens. Like you wouldn't believe the gangs. Like I know a lot of them. Like you know, I see them. I try to talk to them, but you know, in one ear and out the other. You know, but coming from me, they're like kind of laughing. Yeah, like what are you trying to pull on us after they hear all the shit I did? So I mean, I'm not even. Kind of seems you know, waste of time telling them, but hey, I got to tell them. You know, right? So, but anyway, yeah. So so let's see. Oh, you've been in Toronto before, eh, Tracy? All right, on. Yeah, whereabouts? Do you remember? Hmm, oh, I don't know. But anyways, how's everybody's health? Um, I hope everybody's healthy and taking care of themselves. You know, getting off the pharmaceuticals. You know, they're no good. And get that book of ancient remedies. I'm telling you, it does wonders. You wouldn't believe how good health, mind, body, and soul changes your life. You know, right? You know, it's wow. You know, yeah. Just give me a second here. Um, yeah, I like this one. I was born like that one, Tracy. I don't know if I'm allowed to play music on this. This is the Owen Brothers, copyrighted by Sony. Yeah? I like the way they do this one. Man. It's been a long Oh yeah, exactly, Joe. In 2008. Yeah, I know. Yeah, now it's a problem. Yeah, Yeah. Change gonna come. Oh, yes, yeah. I know, man. It's been too hard living. Pretty funny how we know more than they do before they come out and say it. Like people, that's what I hate about the media. It ain't true until CNN or here in Canada CBC or one of the other traitor media, mainstream media, treasonous traitor fuckers say. Then it's true. Like they believe the news and their $2 million news anchor people are the truth and the light. Like, well, they wouldn't lie, you know. And and I'll tell you, like when it comes to the media, like I mean, I don't have cable, but I turn it on in the morning to check the weather or whatever, right? Sure enough, propaganda. I got to turn it off. I can't watch it anymore. It's just it's vile and disgusting. you know, so, you know, like straight up, man. Our all our media is a bunch of garbage. It's just all propaganda, all bought and paid for. Like even that tranny Mark Carney said that he's going to fund the CBC this year. Or why? What? Why does a premier or a politician want to fund the media? You know, because you know why? Know why they have to? Just to push their fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Their lies and errors and everything. You know. And second, whoever controls the narratives, that's it. And that's why they do it. They want complete control of everything, all their information. Well, they've been doing this for since the 50s, late 50s. They started the television propaganda after the first Bilderberg group meeting for the plan for the next 50, 60 years or something. Silent weapons for quiet wars. Uh, that's where that comes from. The blueprint from 1954, the first Bilderberg group meeting. Okay, all coastlines, fetus poison food, pharmaceuticals. You know, etc. You know, but just crazy. Let's see what else I got there. You like Al Green, crazy? Yeah. Mm. Oh. Anyways, I guess we can all agree that our media is fucking shit. Anyways, man. Whereabouts in Toronto are you, DJ? I can think of younger days. Hello. Nope. When I lived for my life. Was everything a man could want to do. I could never see tomorrow. I was never told about the side. This is Al Green, copyrighted by Sony. It's one of my favorite songs. When you got a bride with you, when you got a bride and you got a romance, man, Al Green's a ticket. How can you stop the rain from the house? Tell me how can you stop? Anyways, I don't know if the thing is on the music on here, but anywho, what? Anyways, I just wanted to tell you what the government is now. Well, it has been. It is organized crime, and like every city hall, you walk in there and you got a beef or a gripe on getting tickets or something like that, and you don't pay it, man, you're gonna lose something. You know, you know, and we all got to get off this system, right? But anyway, um, thank you all for coming, and next time I'm gonna have some stories I haven't said yet about Dean and I. When you get talking about, you start remembering stuff, right? So, right, progress on my book. I was down in Montreal talking to a publisher, and I think it's going to work out. So I'm going to be doing an audio book with it too, right? When it gets pressed too, right? So I want to do all I can for it, and that way the proceeds will go to the Dean's children, right? And so I want to do the best I can. Like I've had plenty of other offers, but they want to rape me, you know. You know, right? Well, fuck them, you know. But anyway, guys, everybody, you all have a good night, and thank you for coming on. I'll be on more often. Oh yeah, another update. I'll be in a studio shoot soon. I'm just lining up some guests. I got some very good guests coming in, all topics. Especially, I want to do one on drug addiction and mental health issues and stuff like that because, as you can see, a lot of people are, they're not themselves. Just from talking with people I know, they're just not themselves. So, anyways, you guys all have a good night. Stay safe. Eat healthy. Don't take any shit, man. Okay? Don't take any shit from these criminals. Okay? Start fighting. Don't lay down. Don't bend over. All right. Over and out, guys.